Hey friends, going to do a bubble blowing video as best I can with this stuff. I know it's not really best for blowing bubbles, but it's all I've got. 1, 2, 3 pieces of gum. Today was whack, my friends. Very, very strange day. Which is why I'm probably looking a bit disheveled and my apartment is messy and you're not going to see it. I'm going to try and shield you from having to see the mess that is behind me. I won't tell you what happened today because it's the least relaxing thing I could think of to tell you about. And you'd never forgive me. I'm just gonna get this worked in and then I'll try and blow some bubbles. I might have one more because they're only small. Lovely. So instead of telling you about all the awful things that happened today, I'll just tell you about how my show's going. Because it opened this last weekend. People have been loving it. Everybody that I know that has seen it has been very impressed. Also, they have told me they might be lying. I still don't feel like I've quite hit my stride as far as performing it goes. I think we've still got 2 more weekends, so I think give it another couple of shows and I'll really feel like I'm in it and I'm not going to forget any of my dance moves or my lines. Whew. It's really windy outside. Okay, let me give this a go. Might not be soft enough yet, but I'll try. Oh, there you go. That's a tiny one. I think I mentioned in one of my other videos I've got a couple of absurdly quick costume changes. I have like 20 seconds to completely change my costume. I still haven't gotten that right. Either I'm late on for the next scene or I come on time but I'm not fully dressed. Like I don't have every single part of the costume on, which is obviously not ideal. But I just don't think they've given us enough time, really. And they just kind of say, deal with it. Find a way to deal with it, but I'm not sure if there is. I'm just not sure if there is enough time to do everything that they want us to do. But I shouldn't complain. We had a cast meet and greet after show drinks, which none of the audience members came to that. It was just the cast. It was just an excuse for us to have a piss up to get drunk because we have a week between shows, so we didn't have to worry about looking after our vocal health or whatever. So I availed myself of the opportunity and had myself a couple of beverages and had my boyfriend come pick me up. He's a saint. So I was a little bit hungover that next morning, the Monday morning. But you know, we go back tomorrow. Tomorrow is Friday night. And I'll be rested and recuperated. I'm ready to do 4 more shows. I think we're doing 4 shows over this weekend. Oh man, that's a lot. This is going to be a tough weekend. I haven't really stopped to think about that. Well, and then after this weekend we have 1 more weekend of shows. I think we've got 3 shows next weekend, so 7 more shows in total, 9 shows overall the whole season, which is a few for an amateur production. That's a pretty good amount. We got on TV last night. We were on the local weather. The weatherman likes to cut to things that are going on in the community. And last night the cutaway was to some snippets of our production, which is nice. So I can say that I've been on TV. Well, I had been on TV before, but no biggie. No, I was in the background of something. It was like 6 or 7 years ago. Melbourne was doing a Guinness World Record for the biggest public time warp. Time warp is in from Rocky Horror, you know, that one. So I think we set the record for world's biggest time warp. I was there and I got myself on TV for like half a second. I'm sorry if you can hear that wind. Although maybe it's soothing. I don't know. I'm getting together with a friend of mine soon, who I did a show with last year, who's an accomplished guitarist and singer in his own right, and we're gonna get together and play some songs, I think. Which will be nice, because my guitar, ever since I moved here at the end of last year, my guitar has been in storage, so I haven't had a chance to play. So that will be nice to jam. Also, this guy is gorgeous, so that doesn't hurt either. Sorry, these bubbles aren't really making noise. So, for the last couple of minutes of this video, I've decided I will tell you about the madness that has been my day. But I will warn you that this is not a story for the faint-hearted. I really do mean that, so if you're trying to go to sleep, or you're just generally squeamish, I would suggest you turn it off now. You gone? Okay, so everybody else is here because they want to hear this story. So, man, I almost feel bad even talking about it, but you know. So I knew a girl, and I went to university, studied drama, and there was a woman my age, 22. Well, younger then, obviously. She was in a couple of classes with me. She was an eccentric person. I didn't really know her. We were in a group for a couple of assignments, but I don't think I ever really spoke to her. And certainly never kept in touch after we graduated. But woke up this morning, went onto Facebook and found out she'd passed away. And it was one of those really vague posts, you know, where it just says RIP, but it doesn't give you any detail. And everybody wants to know, you know, a 22-year-old woman dies. Well, that's not going to be from natural causes, so what's happened? I assumed that it was suicide, because when a young person dies, that's generally either an accident or suicide, I guess. Which is an unfortunate reality, but that is generally what my mind goes to. So I kind of just assumed that and moved on. But then a few hours later, there was a news article posted, and this is where it gets dark. I'm warning you. This woman was an aspiring comedian. Just started doing a few gigs around the city, I think. And she was walking home from a gig last night and was attacked in a park and was killed. Assaulted and killed. So yeah, it's been a weird day, because it doesn't matter how well or how not well you know somebody, when these things happen to somebody that you know, it's very bizarre. It's so bizarre. They've arrested the guy. They caught him. So that's some small mercy, I suppose. But yeah, it was just me and all my friends from uni who also were in classes with her. We just were messaging each other like crazy, going, "Have you heard about this? Do you know anything more about this than I do?" And it's terrible. Part of you feels like you're just being a gossip, but it's human nature to want to know, you know. It's a survival thing. You want to know, how do I avoid this happening to me? And the fact is, you can't avoid it, because some things are just terrible, terrible chance. So I've been in a weird mood all day because of that. And again, it's hard because I wasn't friends with her. I didn't really know her. And yet I still feel... Well, I obviously feel much more impacted than if it had been a complete stranger. But I also feel like I shouldn't be talking about it too much, because what right do I have to talk about a woman that I didn't know? Anyway, I'm sorry, I didn't mean for this to get so dark, but I gave you ample warning, so if you are still watching, you have yourself to blame. And not that it all seems so trivial in comparison, but even before I found out that news, I was fighting with my boyfriend, so the day started off shit, ended shit, and now I'm making a video. Maybe this is how I cope. I probably am gonna have to find some better chewing gum, because this is not really cutting the mustard, is it? Okay, I've probably depressed you guys long enough. Hopefully my next video will be a bit more cheery, but at the end of the day, these videos, as much as they are here for you to enjoy and find relaxation and triggers, they're also, I want them to be honest. And if I'm having a bad day, I might as well tell you guys why. So hopefully you didn't mind too much.